Hello friends, welcome or welcome back to another cash envelope stuffing and budget with me video. Today I am very excited to what am I talking about? To stuff my third paycheck for October, which is just crazy. Like there's literally only one more left. Like it's just absolutely wild. Hello, it's Editing Dani here. I just wanted to come on and say a very quick thank you to all of our new subscribers. I see you, I love you, I appreciate you, and to everyone who's been liking and commenting, it means the world to me and it makes me so happy. Anyways, I'm going to keep getting into this, but I totally forgot to mention it and I just don't want you to think it goes unnoticed. Love you all. Enjoy! But anyways, as you might have noticed, our envelopes are looking pretty full this week. They are not very empty, so I'm very excited to unstuff these before we get into it. So let me just open up my tins and we can do that now. Okay, so for date, we have $20.50 left over. I do have to say, just before I finish, before I get too into this, a lot of our coins we've already put into the jars just because I keep forgetting to hold on to them. Like when there's this many in there like this, it kind of gets heavy and I'm worried they're going to fall out. So oftentimes I do just quickly chuck them in the jar. So we actually did get more gold coins especially and a bit more silver than what I'm unstuffing, but still, what was left, I thought I would do it with you. But anyways, so our $10, well $20, our two $10 notes that roll over, they go into our little picture frame money jar. I don't really know what this is. I can never remember where I got it from, so I can't even let you know. But basically, as this stacks up, we'll use that to go on a very big special date or a night, a weekend away. So that'll be very nice. This $50 in groceries will roll over. I'll just put that aside. But the coins, $1 can go in our sealed dollar coin jar or $2 coin jar, just our gold coin jar. And we've got another 30 cents to go in silver. Christmas, of course, rolls over. Miscellaneous rolls over. And my $50 for fuel. I still have half a tank, so I don't even have to use it, which means it can roll over again. So I feel like I'm being very loud today, so I'm just gonna cool it with the smacking things. Oh my gosh, what is with me? Anyways, but guys, how are you feeling? Because you may notice that my energy levels are up. But get this, yesterday I had my first ever migraine and it was absolutely awful. I wish that experience upon nobody. Like honestly, it started off with like my vision getting real funny. Like it just looked like I'd stared into a light or something, but I hadn't. But like it wouldn't go away. So for like 20 minutes, it was like I'd just been outside in the sun and walked into a dark room and my eyes just like would not adjust. So I went and laid down for a bit and then I just got super nauseous and behind my eye was hurting and honestly it was a whole situation. And of course I'm home alone when this happens, so it's not even like I had anyone to support me. But yeah, there's my little sad story. Let me move this aside and we can start budgeting. Okay, so I was moving them aside, but like this is so heavy. Like you can kind of see how full it is, but you can't really tell on the camera. And like this, it's not see-through, but it's like, let me go get some scales because they take like a little bit of muscle to lift up. Give me a moment. Okay, so these are just like our kitchen scales. If you want it, it's glass topped. It's literally from Kmart. Like, but it works so good. I absolutely love it. But anyways, I'm going to take the lid off. Obviously, I don't know. Sorry, I just got a text message from my brother-in-law. But anyways, obviously, I don't know how much the jar is, so I'm not going to. Oh, maybe I should. Alright, let me just empty this out of the jar. Okay. So now let's make it 0. I might just mute this and speed it up so that you don't have to hear all of the like clanging of the coins, but let's just see. Side note. Sorry for the absolutely awful quality, but like all of those coins, oh my gosh. Anyways, now to do the stuffing. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I literally just yelled that. But like, guys, that is almost a kilo in silver coins. Like, I wasn't joking when I said this thing was getting heavy. Like, glass aside, so we didn't even include the glass. That thing is definitely at least 1 kilo. Like, altogether, obviously. But like, how crazy. I just cannot believe that. We are doing so good. I would do the same with the tin, except if you remember, this thing is sealed like this on both sides, so it needs a can opener. So I'm just going to put it back onto 0. Awesome, I thought I broke it for a second. But anyways, so let's see how much, this is all gold coins, so we won't be able to divide it, like if it's all 1s or 2s, I could do the maths to like see how much is in there, but it's a mixture, so there's no way to know exactly how much. But here we go, moment of truth. Oh my goodness. 1.314, 1 point pi. Oh my gosh. See, this is like a kilo of gold coins and like a kilo of silver coins. Like, how good? Anyways, now that our little tangent is over, let me just set up and we can actually budget now. Okay, I thought the best place to start would probably be our weekly check-in. So this is just where I record what's left over, what we spent each week, because this is what we started with. And obviously we're starting a new week now, but this is just what was left over before we cashed. So let me just go through and, oh, I just realized I didn't put my coins. I had some coins in my envelope. I guess I did save some more. Okay, so we got $1.90 to go back into the jar. So let me just do that real quick off camera and then let's update our check-in. Okay, so starting with my envelope, I've got $20 left over. This week I went to, it's not called Bunnings, it's Mitre 10 if you're in Australia. Actually, I guess Bunnings is Australian too. Anyways, it's basically just like a hardware store, so they sell lots of like hardware and stuff. Like, anyways, I've been really into furniture, not making, but like flipping lately, so like restoring it and renovating it and updating it and just taking stuff that's basically free off of Facebook Marketplace and literally just making it into something worthwhile. That was so weird. I literally just like heard a creak in my house. Like, my house is very loud and creaky, but I don't know, it sounded like someone was in here, but I'm home alone, so you know what that's like, scary. Anyways, I was just talking about how I've been doing like some furniture stuff. So I've got 2 projects going at the moment, 3 different pieces, but 2 of them are like a dresser and side table set, and the other one's a TV cabinet. And oh my gosh, when they're done, I'll take photos and I'll insert them into whatever video happens to be when they're finished. But yeah, it's so exciting. So I got like a drill bit, I got some more paint brushes, I already had paint. Oh, and I got this wallpaper from Kmart. This is going to be a little sneak peek. I'm going to grab some scraps. Look at this. So this is the wallpaper that I've decided to put in the drawers, and I just think it's stunning. This is a little scrap piece. I've got like a few of these. It's pretty long. It's like a bit bigger than an A4 piece of paper. So I'm thinking of maybe, like, because this palm tree design is pretty nice. Like, so I'm thinking of maybe cutting it off about here and putting it in a frame. And then when I stage the furniture, this can be like kind of like an art print, because it's literally just adhesive wallpaper. But I don't really want to waste it, and I think it's pretty, so I don't know. Maybe I can just buy like some cheap frames from Dollar Store, and it can be an option to whoever buys the furniture if they want the print as well. I don't know. Just because I have a lot of scrap pieces and I don't really want to waste it if there's something else I can do with it. Anyway, so that's what I spent my money on this week. Sorry if that zooming was annoying. So now that that's done, groceries. Oh my gosh, we have $50 left over in groceries. I actually didn't even get groceries once this week, which is kind of crazy. You'll see when I do the budget, I used a $100 buffer on the card, so even though I didn't use cash, I did still use the money. But we've got $50 in cash, so hey, it's a win. I'm totally not writing this down. So I spent $80, which is how we have 20 left, and there $50 is missing from the envelope, which means we spent 50. Gifts, miscellaneous has, I don't think we spent, we didn't spend anything from miscellaneous. So that one didn't get anything, which means it's still got 40. Gifts, I still don't know. It's still in my actually. Sorry, I just paused for a second because the gift envelope is in my husband's car and he's at work at the moment, so I was going to say I couldn't check, but he does have a company car that they use when they go in between campsites and stuff like that. And he's actually got that car at the moment, so he's taken that to work. So I'm going to quickly have a look in his car and see if I can find our gift envelope, because I will be stuffing that today, and that would be so much easier if I can actually stuff the envelope. So let me go get that. I'll be like 5 minutes, but it'll be like a second for you. Okay, I found the gifts envelope. As you can see through, there's nothing in it. So I guess we started with 0, we spent nothing, and we're finishing this week with 0. So at least we know now. We know that we've got nothing. And I would stop filling gifts and just put it all into Christmas, but we do still have a few. Sorry, I'm out of breath. The house is stairs, and obviously I'm very unfit. But anyway, so we still got one more brother-in-law's birthday to go, and I think that's it. Oh no, and an engagement party. So we're going to need some gift money that's not just for Christmas gifts. Otherwise, I would just put that extra 20 into Christmas. But you'll see how I've reworked the budget in a minute. So speaking of Christmas, I'm not going to bother counting this because I know I didn't spend a thing. So I'm just going to write 180 again. And then lastly, blessings. That's another one that we haven't spent. Yeah, it's still in there. So that one's still got $60. That said, there is a family at our church who have just welcomed a little baby boy into the world a few days ago, which is super exciting. But today they found out that the dad's, the man that had the son, his mum just passed away, and he found out today, which is just, they've experienced such a beautiful joy in bringing a baby into the world, and such great loss in losing a mum and a grandmom now. So, which is really sad, but there's a fundraiser going on for them and a meal train, so I'm thinking we'll probably put some, if not all of that money towards them in some way. But we'll just have to see how we go with it, but that's what I'm thinking at the moment. So hopefully this will be gone by next week's check-in. So that's all we're going to do at the moment, because we are now in the 18th to 25th week, but we haven't stuffed our envelopes, so we don't know what we're working with. So let's go over and budget, and I'll update you there. Alrighty, so here we are, ready to budget our paycheck, which I received yesterday, the 18th of the 10th, 21. How crazy. Is it just me, or does it feel like this month is just flying by so much faster than the other ones? Maybe it's just because the end of the year and I got so much on my mind, but I don't know. I just feel like time is escaping me, and it's wild. Why do I keep saying anyways? Doesn't matter. So this week I think I might have mentioned it in my last video if you're a regular, but I only worked 3 shifts, but we still got a healthy 637. And that's because all of my shifts were like 9 or 9.5 hours. So it was still a decent amount of work just in 3 days. So our fixed expense is my bills account. So this is basically just every week take out $135, and that goes towards covering all of our bills. So water, electricity, memberships, car services, registration, insurance. I've done all the maths, and if we save this much money every single week, we should have enough to cover our bills without even having to try. So it works for me. Let me just open this so I can copy my spread from last time. I hope that's not annoying for you. So just to get the order right, so we've got groceries, and that one always gets $100 because we need it. Fuel is another one that is largely unchanging, because even though I had my $50 rollover, sometimes we go visit my parents who are an hour away, or my husband has to do like a big drive down for work. This week, like I said, he's been able to take the company car, so it just means that he gets to use their fuel card, and obviously it doesn't affect him at all, so he gets to keep his fuel money. But if they don't, he does get compensated for it, but it doesn't come through until a week or two later. So this just kind of helps keep on top of that, so we're not having to dip into any savings to cover our fuel expense. And also, if we need like oil or new windscreen wipers, just like random, I don't know, like, what are those things? Air fresheners, just stuff like that. It's like we can just take it from fuel. It's basically fuel slash car, just general, and then like obviously big things like services and new tires and stuff, that would come out of the bills account. But anyways, then I have an envelope which gets, normally I get $50 a week to spend, but I'm wanting to put $50 into Christmas now instead of our usual 20. So instead I've taken $10 from me, so now I'll be getting 40 a week until we reach our budget, like our Christmas goal budget of the amount that we want to save to be able to spend. So I'm just cutting back $10, which should hardly be noticed. Same with my husband. What was I going to write? Husby. So he's going to get $40 as well, which he would have got 50 as well. But yeah, I'm cutting $10 from that. And I'm also cutting $10 from date. We used to give ourselves $50 for the week to go on dates, but now I'm just doing 40. So if I keep our usual 20 for Christmas and then take 10 from each of these sections, it should give us $50 to put into the Christmas envelope. So I worked out there is at least 10 more paychecks for me before Christmas, including this one. So that means that I can save an additional $500, which should easily cover what we need for presents for both each other and for our loved ones. So depending on what, we haven't sat down and done like an exact budget, but I feel like $680 or whatever is plenty, if not too much. So we should be pretty fine. Gifts is next, and this week it is getting me $20. Christmas, like I literally just spent half an hour explaining, will be getting $50, which is super exciting. That is going to beef up so quick, and I'm here for it. I'm living for it. Blessings is another one, but that's not getting anything this week. And miscellaneous is our last envelope, which always gets 20. So that's just random things that are unaccounted for, that don't really fit any of the other boxes. Or if we just need a little bit extra before jumping into our card buffer, that's the place to grab it. if I remember. So yeah, that's pretty much our budget. I made an incy-mincy mistake and forgot to add up my numbers. So let me just make sure that we have enough left over to warrant this. Get my calculator. Alright, so we started with 637 minus 135 gives us 502, which is not too bad, minus 430. Yeah, so we have enough. We're going to have $72 left over, which our last thing, our debt and savings. We do have student loan debt, but we actually are not putting anything towards that at the moment. Instead, we are saving up for a new car for my husband. And that will get the leftover money, which is $72. So not much on my end, but that'll be good for him. Actually, now that I think about it, that probably won't end up going in savings because, like I mentioned, I did eat through our $100 buffer, which in my account that I get paid into, oopsies. So in this account where this is, at the moment I literally just have my paycheck plus like $5 left over from the week, and I normally like to keep $100 in there just in case any unexpected bill comes out or we just need to use a card because our cash is at home and we need fuel because the light's flashing and we didn't think it through and we don't have money. I don't know, whatever scenario. So I don't know, we'll see. I guess it doesn't really affect you. If it works out, this will go into savings. If not, that'll have to come out of my husband's account this month because I need my buffer. I like my buffer. It's a nice buffer. If you know, you know. But anyways, so let me just go get this cash and we can stuff our envelopes. Okay, so I have my cash here. And you will notice I have so many more 20s than I normally do. Ew, why? My arm looks so bad from that angle. That is not flattering. Anyways, literally, I think I've said this before, but I don't go into an actual teller. The reason I only have 50s and 20s is because that's all the ATM will give me. And the ATM is private, there's no lineup, and it's open 24/7. So if I get it before or after work, I don't have to worry that if the bank's busy, how many people are there, will there be a lineup? Because no, everyone is in and out of an ATM like that. It's so quick, it's so easy, it's so convenient, except for today. And that is because I needed so many $20 notes. Like, look at how 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. This is $180 in $20 notes. And if I went into the ATM and put in that I wanted $180, it would just give me 2 50s and 4 of these. So I would have to, oh no. Pretty much, I thought I could have done it in a faster way, but I can't because as soon as there's like 5 of them, that's 100, it'll give me 2 50s. So the most 20s I can get out at a time is 4, which meant to get 9 of them, I had to use the ATM 3 different times. I had to take my card out, put my card in, put in my PIN, put how much I wanted, work out what would give me the 20s and the 50s. So yeah, it was a whole big ordeal. I'm pretty sure the lady thought I didn't know how to use the ATM, but I was just the whole time like, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Yeah, that was literally me just getting my money out with my own card, with my own money that I worked for at my job, but I still felt like I was being so suspicious. And yeah, it was a whole big thing. But anyways, I hope my stories are entertaining you today and you're getting some kind of like, what's that value YouTubers claim to give? Entertainment value. I hope I'm giving off a lot of entertainment value for you and not just like annoying you to death. But I mean, if I am, just click out. No hard feelings, it's fine. Just trying to get my watch hours up, it's whatever. Anyways, so groceries, let's stuff that. So we're putting 100 in there, which this is like probably maybe the fullest groceries has ever been, like maybe ever in the history of the world for my house. Man, I'm in like my silly tired phase. I can feel it. I kind of go a bit cuckoo before I hit the wall, and I feel like, it's like, why is this not flat? It's like rolled up. So anyways, I'm so excited. I do need to get groceries today. I was hoping to go before the school rush because I finished work at 1. I had to get my cash out, so I got home around 2. Then of course I had to sit down because you know you girl woke up at 3:30 this morning, and now it's 3:11 or 10 past 3, 11 past 3, whatever. So this is like the worst time to try to go to the shops now. So I might wait until after the school rush, but before like the after work rush. Otherwise, your girl will be going late night grocery shopping, and wouldn't that be so much fun? Said no one ever. Anyways, fuel is getting its 120. Does that annoy you how I pick it up like that? Because it annoys me. I just don't want to like sit there scratching, making a noise, but I really don't like this. I like this. Anyways, this is literally, like this time, I feel like my videos would be so much nicer if I had like actually pretty nails. But my work won't let me. Joys of working in hospitality, workplace health and safety is that, yeah, that's right. Sorry, I just have to make sure I'm actually doing what I'm supposed to be doing here. Is that you can't have false nails. I can't even paint my nails, nothing. So it's pretty sucky, but it's okay. I mean, I wouldn't really want someone's nails or like chip nail polish in my food or drink when I go out to a restaurant. But also, I'm like, wouldn't you notice if that happened? Like, surely. But anyways, what can you do? Date is going to get 40, which like is kind of sad for me because it's just like it's only $10 less, but I just feel like there's so much less that we can do with this. Like, I don't know. Not me over here complaining about having enough money to fill all of these envelopes and feeling like it's not good enough, but it's fine. I'm doing great. Every little bit counts, and I am so glad to be reaching my goals more and more every single day. And I mean, if we're feeling a little cheeky, who would know if we took from a previous week? How would they know? Hope you're appreciating the memes I'm providing with my voice because I don't know how to do all that fancy editing stuff. / I'm scared of getting copyrighted. Even though I'm not monetized, so I have nothing to lose. But yeah. Hopefully one day, maybe me budgeting and saving money can make me money. What? But no, that's not the main reason I'm doing this. The main reason is to inspire you and to keep myself accountable, because there are many times that I would have just not budgeted or not gotten my cash out or not budgeted because who would it really affect? Just like me and my husband, like we'll be right. But no, I want to keep onto it. I want to keep accountable. I want to keep smashing these goals and actually knowing that people know what's going on. It actually really does help to be like, hey, I want to have coins to put in the jars. I want to show them rollover money. Like it makes me think twice. And that's what I really love about this. So regardless of if I get monetized or not, I'm probably going to be doing this for a long while. Anyways, moving on. This week Gifts is getting the 20. I alternate between Gifts and Blessings getting $20. So it works out to $10 a week, but $20 a fortnight. Every 2 weeks. So it was Gift's turn for that, and luckily because she was dry and empty, and literally we're gonna need that like in a month's time, which is gonna be here like this because apparently time's just speeding up. So that's cool. Christmas is getting 50, and that makes my heart so happy. Let me know what your favorite time of year is. I love Christmas the most. It is so exciting. It's so joyful, and it's so cute. So I'm very excited about this. Look at our Christmas ones. I feel like when I do this, I'm just like asking to be robbed, but I don't keep this with me at all times. It's hidden in a secret place that nobody apart from me and my husband knows about. So we're pretty good. But Christmas now has more money than I'm willing to count right now. I think that's 210. Let me know if I'm wrong. But that's our Christmas fund. And lucky last, oh actually it's not lucky last, but lucky last of the clear envelopes, Miscellaneous gets a 20, which means she is at a healthy 60. Come on, how good. I feel like we will be using this soon because one of our gas bottles ran out. And I'm telling you, if this wasn't a rental and it didn't cost money to get bigger gas bottles, I would so pay someone to put bigger gas bottles to like replace them with bigger ones, because the ones we have right now, I swear they're made for like a barbecue mini or something, because we just go through them so quickly and they just like they run out so quick, and they're not very expensive to change, but just how often we have to go down and switch them over and then take them over to BP or whatever to replace them. It's just so much effort, and I'd rather just pay a little bit more each time just to get more time in between having to do it. Like it happens so quickly, and it's one of those things. It's like, why am I cleaning the kitchen so much? Why is our gas always running out? Why do the weeds grow back 10 times worse? Like, what is happening? What even is adulting? Like, anyways. I feel like I'm treating this like a therapy session. Yeah. So, onto my envelope. I have $20 rolling over, which is fine. And I get $40, which isn't bad. Like, it's $60, but if I had my extra $10, I would have 70, and that's just so much closer to 100. Like right now, I feel like this is just a little bit more than 50, whereas before it was just going to be like a little bit less than 100. You know, the difference $10 makes. Do not overlook the small things. Like, you don't feel like $10 is much. $10 is like the flipping world. And $40 for my husband. So I feel like that was pretty successful. Alright, I found his thing. So that's for my husband's card. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me as I budget and cash stuff and kind of have like a little rant session and ask questions and weigh my tins. Like, we actually did so much in this video. Like, go us. So anyways, I really appreciate you watching. I'm so excited to see how we go this week. Let me just quickly put our new numbers in for the check-in real quick. Alright, so I had 60, Groceries had 150, Miscellaneous had 60, Gifts only has 20. I should do a proper count of Christmas. I say as if I'm not so glad there's too much that I can't be bothered to count. Like, what a great problem to have. So 50, 120, 140, 160, 180, 220, 230. Ooh, girl, that's so good. $20 more than I thought. Wait, 230. Oh my gosh, learn to write. How exciting. That $50 literally made so much difference. Anyways, hopefully next week I'll have an actual budget of like what I want to, like what me and my husband decide to do for like our Christmas budget, because that would be handy knowing when I can cap it and then just put the other stuff into savings. Sorry, I'm hearing noises. My neighbor's like putting a pool in or something. I don't know, but it's very loud and I'm always hearing banging, and I think it's coming from inside the house, and I know that it's not. I think Blessings had 60 as well, didn't it? Let me just give that a check. 2, 4, 6, yeah. So many 60s. But yeah, what healthy numbers. Look at the increase from last week versus this week. I mean, obviously some things like my spending went down, but like pretty much everything else has either stayed the same, like blessings, or gone up. So that's pretty cool, especially because all of these funds are made to be spent. They're not like savings. They're saving for spending. So yeah. Anyways, now we are actually completely fully done with this, and I hope you all have a great rest of your night or day or start of your day or morning or lunchtime or midnight snack time, whenever you're watching this. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week. Bye!